A legendary four-time Formula One champion will return to one of the most dominant cars in the sport's history this summer with his former team. This year's Goodwood Festival of Speed will be especially F1 heavy as they get into the swing of celebrating. F175 with the rest of the motorsport community. Alain Prost is one of the most successful drivers in the 75-year history of the sport. The first man to pass 50 F1 race victories, while also holding the record for number of fastest laps, 41, when he retired. Goodwood has now announced the Professor will be headlining the iconic motorsport event and will be present for 2 days of this year's festival, taking on the famous hill climb in the McLaren MP4-4, which won 15 out of 16 races in 1988 in the hands of Prost and Ayrton Senna. Prost set to join historic lineup. Prost's long-standing rivalry with Senna will always remain one of the greater parts of his legacy in the sport. With a pair of collisions in title-clinching races in the 1989 and 1990 seasons, cementing their spots as the greatest rivals in F1 history. The four-time champion admitted recently, "I can't not think about Ayrton, fortunately or unfortunately, if you like. For example, I'm considering turning off my Instagram because I get messages every day, really every day without exception. From time to time, there's a hateful one. Yes, that can happen. My biggest fan base on social media is from Brazil, of all places, so I'm forced to think of him. Indirectly, I've been living around this story for 30 years, and it will probably stay that way for the rest of my life." A Goodwood statement announcing his place at this year's Festival of Speed read, "Prost's presence will form a major part of this year's F175 celebrations at the Festival of Speed. He'll be at Goodwood on Saturday 12th and Sunday 13th, July, taking to the hill at the wheel of the McLaren MP4-4 that he drove to victories at the Mexican, Monaco, and French Grands Prix.